Well, here I am back out in my shop today. It's a cold day. It's freezing out here in the shop, so forgive me if my hands are a little slow. But I'm here to look at another new California compliance part right here. It's called the AR-15 Receiver Spur, and it is another optional replacement for the pistol grip on the rifle to make it a featureless rifle. This rifle right here is currently wearing a Monster Man grip. Solid made grip. It was not one of my favorites in testing all the different options when I did the comparison video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this Monster Man grip with this Receiver Spur. Let me open the package up here real quick. The MSRP on this part is $24.95, which is pretty cheap as far as options needed or things needed to convert your AR to a receiverless, or I'm sorry, to a featureless rifle. Some of the options would require a ambidextrous safety, such as the Monster Man grip. This one, when I did this, I put an ambidextrous safety in the gun because without being able to get my hand on the other side of the receiver, it would be impossible. I'd have to come off gun or wrap my fingers around the bottom of it to get to it, which you can do. Definitely not ideal. So if you're going to use the Monster Man grip, definitely put an ambi safety on it. So I've already got that. However, with this Receiver Spur, that would be unnecessary. This is at $24.95 is a really cheap option as far as converting your gun to a featureless rifle, which, as I pointed out in the other video, featureless rifle means I can have a detachable magazine. So this part here, molded plastic, just like most of the stock, most of the grips for your AR. I don't see anything that's gonna be an issue installing it, so let's go ahead and get into the installation. Alright, so here we are. Not a whole lot of tools needed for this installation. It's pretty simple, just no different than changing a pistol grip. So let's get this Monster Man grip off of here and out of the way. If you've never changed a pistol grip on an AR, it's really not all that difficult. The only thing you need to know in doing this, and I learned the hard way the very first time I did this, is that there is a spring in your pistol grip. You'll see it right there on camera. Point to it with the screwdriver here. That goes up, holds a detent in, which is what holds your safety in place, and does the notches on your safety. So got that out of the way. You'll notice this also has a hole for that spring, and see if I can get this on here. It's a little bit tight. Let me get the spring out of the way for a second. Don't need to smash the spring while I'm trying to install this. Of course, this screwdriver's not very wide. Let me go with a little bit wider screwdriver. Alright, try this. Pry this apart just a hair, and there we go. So let me put the spring in. And get it back where it goes. There we go. So a little bit tighter than a normal grip, but nothing not easily overcome, as you just saw. Now I just need, this is actually, in my opinion, one of the hardest parts of changing the grip. Although with this, significantly easier than trying to fish this thing through a normal grip into place. So, tighten this thing back up and then we'll see what we got. In experimenting on my own, we took a standard AR-15 grip and hacked off the bottom portion of it to see how it would feel as an option, and it wasn't significantly weird feeling. Left a little bit more on it than this, but let's see what we got here. You can still hold the gun in one hand. Gives me just enough to hang on to with my thumb. You'll notice there's nothing hanging down below my thumb. Nothing, let's see, what's the exact wording? Protruding conspicuously beneath the action of the firearm. That would be the California law. So, by California law, that is not a pistol grip. Alright, so you just saw the installation. It was 5 minutes, if that. Simple installation, one screw, one spring to worry about. If yours is the tightest fit as mine was going on the receiver, you might need to use a larger standard screwdriver, like that one right there, and just pry it open just a little bit to fit it on. Went on easy, and while it doesn't look like a normal pistol grip, it doesn't feel particularly bizarre. I can still do function checks. I can still lock the gun open on empty using the bad lever. Safety still functions on either hand. And apparently I accidentally turned on my optic while I was messing around with this. There we go, save the battery. It feels like it'll function well. And to be honest, it's not as ugly as some of the options that are out there. Some of the ones that I actually like are cosmetically just horrendous. However, functionally, they work very well. This one is kind of in between. Some people definitely, I've seen a couple of comments already, and some people definitely do not like the looks of this one. But I can tell you, it feels pretty good. I'm going to have to get this thing out on the range here as soon as the weather warms up just a little bit. In the meantime, that's a first look and an install on the AR-15 Spur. I'll have links in the description where you can buy it and the manufacturer's website. So take a look at it, see what you think. It's another option that we've. All right, real quick addendum to the video here. I sat down to start editing the video, looked at a couple of comments on an Instagram photo that I had shared that some folks on Cal Guns I actually mentioned this part in particular and are concerned that California may consider this a pistol grip as far as the law goes. While it says the pistol grip must protrude conspicuously beneath the lower portion of the firearm, it also now includes a part of the description or the definition of what conspicuously protruding beneath the firearm means. So they've gone a little further, and they're talking about how the web between your thumb and finger would grab the weapon. It was something along the lines of where the web of your hand was in relation to the trigger. So I don't know. Looking at that, you try and tell me that's a pistol grip. I think you've got a valid argument that that's not a pistol grip if this ever, for some reason, ever ended up going to court. I would argue, as a law enforcement officer, that is not a pistol grip. So other people were wondering if DOJ had commented on this item. The manufacturer of this, when I talked to them, when I initially contacted them regarding getting one of these, they told me back in 2013 when they first created the product, they actually submitted one to the California DOJ. They have yet to receive an opinion from the DOJ as to whether this constitutes a pistol grip or not. So California DOJ is sitting on making a decision. I'm going to assume that they are also going to take their sweet time putting out a decision on any of the other compliance products that are out there right now. So anyway, that's just a couple of quick notes there to wrap this up. So anyway, receiver spur, AR-15 Receiver Spur. I haven't shot it yet, but I like it as far as user comfort. So, I mean, obviously a pistol grip would be better, but this isn't a horrendous option. So anyway, that's it.